Hi everyone and welcome back to World of Mike. Today we've got a little bit of an exciting announcement. Now, as you know, Thursdays are normally the Titanic and I want to get me issue, and they've actually sent me 29 instead of 28, so unfortunately they've made a bit of a doo-doo. So until they get 28, she's going to ring them and sort it out. Once we get 28 we can then do 29, we'll double it up. So, unfortunately, we can't do 29 until we get 28. Trying to catch my breath here because I've just been walking and I went in the shop and I saw something and I thought, I'll give it a couple of days, see if I, want it, because I got 29, I got the Titanic yesterday. And I knew about this thing during last week and I was browsing and I saw an advertisement and I saw it and I thought, oh, wow, that looks really, really good. I'll give you a clue. It's something relating to Disney. Now, I've not seen the trial run for this, so I suspect because it's Disney, they know it sells well, it's just come straight out. Now, if we rewind back a few years, we had Peter Rabbit patchwork quilt. Well, look what, and then they bring out Disney Cross Stitch, but look what they bring out now. Look at this. This is a full run of the Disney Cross Stitch, the Disney Crochet issue 99p. Now, I can't believe this. I saw it yesterday and I'm thinking, do I really want that? Is it something I can do? And I thought, I had things where I was thinking, would it make a good craft video? Should I put it on the craft channel? But then I'm thinking it's not really a craft thing, it's more of a part work, so that will stay on here. And I thought, do you know what? It's something different. I had a terrible time with Peter Rabbit. As I said, that Bonder web for me just really, really done it for me. I tried my level best trying to, draw out the Peter Rabbit, and I still have the issues, whether I'll do it in the near future, I don't know. But yeah, I had a terrible time with Peter Rabbit. It wouldn't go right. Every time I traced it, it would peel off, and I'd done it like 3 times, and I got so wound up with it. It's just in the cupboard at the moment. And I saw this, and I thought, well, this is slightly different. It's sort of like knitting, but different. But what you get in this, you basically make yourself a quilt by the looks of it, and you get yourself a crochet tool and your 3 sets of yarns. Now, I have no plans to bring this weekly. The reason being is I have 4 collections that I run through the week as it is, which is Doll's House, Fast and Furious, Eddie Stobart and Titanic. That means I've got to pay out £40 every single week. As much as I would like to do this weekly, I can't. I have to tighten the belt, at £40, because the more I take on, the more money I've got to pay out weekly, and I'm trying to keep it to that. I'm hoping that I can do this, because they did say, well, if you wanted to do it, and she said, because she was like, well, how are you going to do it? Are you going to pick it up as and when it comes in the shop? Well, I said, we'll wait to get to issue 4, and I'll just check it every week and see if I can grab it off the shop floor. And I said, would I be allowed to set up another file? Because I was like, because I always get a bit nervous asking, because I've got 4 on the go as it is, and normally they'll only let you have more and more if you're a reliable customer and stuff like that, but they know me in there. So but she did say if I wanted to do it, I could do it over a different file, so we'd have 2 different files running, because the more I get, the more harder it is that they have to wedge in the file. And yeah, so she did say that, so that is an option. As I said, I don't have to rush into it yet. I can make my decision as and when I can, or I can ask Katie and see whether she can get it through her shop. But I don't really want to pay 50 quid a week, because I do run 4. What I could really do with is like one of the collections finishing early, but that ain't going to happen anytime soon, is it? I mean, we're only 50 issues in of the Eddie Stobart at the moment. But on the back, you've got Hardship Partworks Disney Cross Stitch issue 2. It looks like it's the usual price is 5 quid. Oh my god, 5 quid an issue. That's brilliant. And then obviously you've got to realise that if I take this on, it's another £20 deposit. That's most shops will do that because it's to stop you, if them ordering it and then you going back and not picking it up, because they lose money out of it. When they get their issues, they can't return it back, so they're lumbered with it basically. But issue 2, you get all that. So I'm trying to do my best. I ain't got phone at the moment, but you get the Winnie the Pooh coasters, or you make them, with more fantastic project ideas for crochet creations, plus 2 balls of yarn and Moana garland square apparently. So you get your blue and your pink yarn. This, apparently, the throw is complete in 100 issues. Just there it will say 100 issues, and you can actually use the, if you use your phone camera, you can get the QR code there to load the video up. What I will say is, this brings me back to the old days, is because back in the old days with like Mallard, Pirates of the Caribbean, I think, did it, the usual price was £5, and I think if that is the usual price, £5, that is a shocker, because most of the part works that Hachette do are £9.99, so that is quite interesting that this is only £5 an issue, which I think, yeah, that's beautiful. So let's take a look inside the magazine and see what we've got in here. It's always lovely when you get a new part work, and I have been hearing that apparently IXO have got the Alpine build. I'd love to do IXO, but I'm always worried about custom fees, so as much as I'd love to do that, I don't really want to be paying the custom fees. If anyone does IXO collections, if you can let me know if you get charged customs, that would be really, really interesting. Because if they don't charge customs, then I could probably give the Alpine a go. But yeah, I have no plans for that at the moment. So usual stuff, if you want to go through the newsagents, you do get your little slip there. They won't do it in my store. They won't start you a file until it gets to issue 4. So yeah, I mean, every shop is different. Some charge £20 deposits, some charge 3 times the issue price, and so on. We've also got our usual subscribe stuff. So obviously you get a free issue, issue 2 with your Cayenne and Hibicus yarn. It does actually say that right there, Hibicus. I like that word, Hibicus. For your Moana garland. Free issue 3 with your lime and white yarn for your Jungle Book Classic Granny Square. Wow, okay. And a free crochet hook set, £2.99. So that's the free crochet. Can't get it out. Crochet hook set. You also get yourself a binder, a bag, and it looks like an accessory kit storage box thing. And then obviously your subscriber benefits, and if you want to go for the premium option, you do actually pay only £1 extra, and you can get all this lovely stuff here, which apparently is 5 adorable Disney amigurumi or Guami kits, something like that, amigurumi. So you get that. The next thing you get is basically like a pull-out poster thing. I'll try and show you the best I can here. So you get that. And you also get yourself that. So well, it just goes into things, and then you can see things like what's coming up in the next issues or so. So that's that. And this will tie in really nice with my buy subscriptions. Remember, I got a big package of yarn. It will tie in very well with the World of Cross Stitch that I do on the sister channel, which is I think I put it on Class with Mike. Or it might be, yeah, it must be on there. So that'll tie in very well with that. You've also got yourself a magazine, and obviously it's one of them ones where the pages tear, but as you can see, it will go into every single aspect of what you do. Whether they'll do latch hook, I don't know. That's like a crochet technique, but as you can see, just trying to show you all the pictures as best I can. You've got designs there, and this is, I've come on to put something in a minute, as you can see. But £5, I mean, that has got to be absolutely fantastic. £5 an issue. I mean, that is just, I mean, all I can do is I can ask and say, like, is there any way we could, you know, do this, but do it on a separate file? I can only ask, because I've got a horrible feeling they might say no because of the amount I've got already. I've got like 4 issues on the go as it is, but they know I'm, you know, reliable and I'm always there, so maybe we could do that. As I said, I don't have any current plans to bring this weekly at the moment. What's really nice, we'll do this first and then we'll go into the yarn. What's really nice about this is 2022, I do think, has been a really good year for builds. I mean, we've had Eddie Stobart, we've had Titanic, which is a former build that's been out previously. We've had, what was the other thing? Optimus Prime got announced yesterday. I've got to be honest with you, that Optimus Prime, I'm very disappointed. It's not giving me the wow factor, and I really was really hyped up about it. But it just looks very plasticky, and I could be wrong, you know, until we see because they're doing something different. It's like a prototype thing, but you don't get it launched until January or something. But for me, that build, for the first time ever, I want to see some people doing it first. Once I see some people filming it, then I'll make a decision then. I mean, it's always going to be there. I don't have to make any decisions then. But I do think 2022 has been a really good year for builds. It's like IXO collections. They've just sprung out the Alpine, from what I've heard. Because I was watching World of Wayne yesterday, and someone bring it up on there. And they've not really come out with subscriptions before. So I think slowly but surely they're bringing them out. But we're not here to talk about IXO collections or Agora. Let's get back to Disney Cross Stitch. So anyway, as I said, you also get yourself 3 cute... They're very cute, aren't they? They're so, like, petite and small. They're so cute. So let's take a look inside the package. I love new build days. Everyone loves new build days, let's be honest. So, yeah. And they did have... They did have the issue 2 and 3 of the Timeless Classics collection from RBA, but I have subscribed to that. And I'm making a decision whether to take that further on the channel, because if it's just books, I mean, what can we say? Here's a book. It's very beautiful. Move on. So it could go the same way as Total Tarot. It could be that I'll still continue that collection. Total Tarot's boshed. I've completely boshed that. But what I'm saying is Timeless Classics could be, you know, just an off-camera project that I read in the night. But I'll definitely keep that doing. But again, we're sidetracked here. But look at that. It's so cute. Very cute yarn. So you've got a pack of white. You've got baby blue, same colour as my wall in the bedroom. Well, it's actually African Daisy, but and then you've got like a peachy red on that. And let's take a look at this hook thing, because I was wondering if it's metal, but it's actually... Oh yeah, it is metal. Oh wow. Yeah. So this, on there it says that it's a 4.0mm. And, sorry, I do like my goatee. But there's a little hook there. So as you can see, it's not knitting. Crochet is a different, it's things like latch hook. I'm really excited about this. I love doing anything Disney. And, yeah, never say never, as I say. It's not for everyone, as I said. I mainly deal with build-up models, but as I said, it's a part work. And when you're in the part work industry, you will find that you're addicted to part works, and I can vouch for that. I am addicted to part works. Everyone that comes out, 10 times out of 10, I will buy. So yeah, I hope that gives you a go. You know, subscribe if you want to get it. I won't get the free gifts because I'm not a subscriber. I like the fact of getting it weekly. I just want to double check. Did they say it's coming in? Right, yeah, so issue 2 is 2 weeks, so we know it's a brand new collection. It will be every fortnight. It doesn't really say. Let me see if it's in the inside of the magazine. I'm looking for the bit where it says... I want to see if it's weekly or not weekly. Where does it say? I'm just trying to have a look if it's on... I was looking on here, but it's not very clear if it's... Normally it would say on here, but it just says, don't miss issue 2 in 2 weeks. It doesn't say anything about whether it's going to be... Ah, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So, publish weekly from issue 2 onwards. That's pretty quick, actually, because normally it's up to issue 3, then it goes weekly, but from issue 2 onwards, it will be published weekly from issue 2 onwards. So I'm going to have to make a decision whether I set up another file. If that is what they're saying, and they're saying that apparently this is where's it gone? Where's my thing gone? If that is true and that is $4.99 an issue, then that is brilliant. I think that's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, but do you want to know something really exciting? You know what I'm like with blister packs. I do love to keep a copy of every single build that I do with the blister pack. So I just had to go and get myself a memoir. So this is... with every build that I do, that's a little bit bent actually, with every build or partwork that I do, I always buy 2 of issue 1 because I like to keep a copy of the first issue. You know, that on the, you know, in years to come, you know, that is the penultimate issue. People will pay. It's not a case of, like, some people put issue 1 on there and it can sell for ages, but for me, I've got all of them. I've got Terminator, Spitfire, you know, the whole lot. It's a collection, and I had to get an extra copy. They've got a massive box. So yeah, something a bit new. As I said, I didn't see anything about it because I don't watch TV much. I mainly just watch YouTube all the time or BBC iPlayer, and I saw this advert on an email that went round on one of my friends, and my friend sent me this email, and it was like, there's a new collection out, and I'm like, and I looked at it and I was like, as I said, I was debating because yesterday it was in the shop and I knew I wanted it, but then I thought, do you know what, I'm going to go home, sleep on it, see if I want it, and then today I just had to pick it up. You know, there was a whole box there, I could make a decision, and yeah, so very, very looking forward to it. As I said, this is cram-packed on the schedule at the moment, so it may be that we do this on a Sunday. I'm not in a rush to do it at the moment. It's not something that I'm going to go, right, we're doing this every, you know, I can't really say, because it's not on the file yet, I can't really say it's going to be every week, because I have to wait and see if there's got issue 2 in the shops. If they haven't got it on the shop floor and they're sold out, I don't want to commit and say that I'm going to bring it onto the channel weekly if I haven't got a copy, because then come next week you could all be looking forward to seeing it and then you haven't got it. So yeah, I will decide as and when, but it's not going to be anytime soon. As I said, it's not something that I'm going to dive straight into. You know, I've got a lot of things on the go at the moment, so it's not something that I want to dive into straight away. But I hope you like that video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. As I said, we can't do Titanic today because they've sent 29 instead of 28, but as soon as they've got 28, we'll double it up and do 28 and 29. That should clear the backlog and it should be back to a normal week. Yeah, you know, every week. But yeah, the reason why the schedule's been sort of pushed out is because of that whole week that I had off from doing YouTube and that. But yeah, every YouTuber needs a break every now and then. But yeah, if you like what you see, get this for yourself. I know a couple of my friends, or should I say former friends, because sadly, unfortunately, we don't speak anymore, but some of my friends in the Yorkshire area, I know they're going to do this. I just have that feeling, and you know, if I can promote it and get as many people subscribing to this brilliant collection as possible. It's really interesting, as I said, like Disney, they just know it will sell, so they just bring it out. And yeah, this is something I don't think we've ever had before, but I've actually got, I support the DSWF Foundation, David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation. I'm a member of that, and I give them so much every month as a donation. And I actually have a toy like that, but it's like a cheetah, so I'll probably show that on the next video. But as I said, don't expect it anytime soon. I have no plans to bring it to the schedule anytime soon. It will be, I think what I'd like to do is get up to issue 4 and then we can start to roll it out, because I don't really want to put it on the channel and then go, right, next week will be issue 2, and then I go to the shop and perhaps they don't have any stock of it. So yeah, I'll let it build up a bit first. But yeah, or I could keep it off camera and do it next year. I don't know how I want to plan this yet. But anyway, please remember to like, share and subscribe. I hope you like that video. Please remember to tap the bell notification if you like the video below, and you'll be notified if as and when a video goes up. And I'll see you tomorrow for, fingers crossed, hopefully the bounty, and I'll see you then. Bye.